Hey Barry. Hey Barry, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay. There I am.
Here we go.
Sorry, I'm in San Francisco and I was late getting back. And have you been here a while?
Oh, 3 minutes,
Okay, good. Good. Let's see.
maybe 2 minutes.
So I've been very interested. I've been listening to WWL about they've been talking to people about the salt water coming up the Mississippi and the Corps of Engineers building a little berm to keep the salt water out, and how the river's 200 feet deep down there. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard something about that, but I don't know enough to talk about it.
It's you think of water because it's at sea level, and you just think, I didn't even think about the depth of the. I'm going to try to unhook this. I didn't think about the depth of the river, like 200 feet deep. But that's all cool stuff.
So the river's so low that water from the Gulf is coming in upriver and putting salt into the river. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, except that the Corps of Engineers, the river's 200 feet deep there. They've got to keep it 50-foot deep for the ships. So they built a 150-foot levee in the river so that the salt water, which is heavier than the regular water, and it comes in lower, it gets stopped, and then the boats go above it. It's just I it took me a long time to understand what they were talking. I still don't probably understand right, but it's just pretty cool that they're doing all that to keep the salt water out. And then they talked about, well, where does it have to rain to fill up the Mississippi? And it's like Ohio. It's all the
Right.
it's all the northern states that feed into the Ohio River that hits at Cairo, Illinois, which is real far up. It's just amazing.
So the main thing is boats getting through or drinking water supply, or both.
Both, but the main thing is they have to keep the boats being able to get through. And so now they're having a little saltwater intrusion down in Plaquemines, but Jefferson is sending water down to Plaquemines because they're higher up the river. Um, so I hope it rains. That's the big deal.
Guess what? It doesn't look like rain today.
Yeah, well, and they said, it was like months um, before the water would ever get down to the Mississippi, down in Louisiana. So much water, so cool. So how's David's not coming today? Billy's trying to come today, um, and that's about all I know.
And
Uh,
I missed you guys last week. I was traveling.
that's right. We knew you were, and somebody asked, and then somebody said, "Yeah, he's traveling." How was the reunion?
Oh, it was great. All those girls. It was fun seeing them get together because it was like they were never left off 50 years ago.
Yeah,
The six girls and sweet mates,
yeah,
Dottie and Nancy and all of them. And of course, I knew the husbands because they were boyfriends back then. I
yeah,
was the only outsider. All the rest of them were two-lane guys. And I was a mustache guy.
yeah. Well, that's cool. That's very cool. So I forgot to bring the photos with me. So Billy sent me some photos, and a lot of Billy's photos are very interesting. Um,
Well, I can't wait to see them.
yeah, here's what
Wait, get some more people on here. It's 4 o'clock
yeah,
now.
I go back to him. Did that pop up?
No,
Hmm. Got to get these things to work. I picked up all the pictures, but I didn't try to. Hmm. Oh well.
can't get them to pop up on the screen.
I'm working on it. Share screen. Snake is coming on. That's good. And Roger's coming on. You guys can talk for a second while I'm trying to get this thing to work.
What'd you say, Roger?
Good afternoon, Barry.
Roger?
We missed you last week.
I miss y'all too.
That's good to know.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Snake.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
What's up,
am I
gang?
Hey, Snake. Hey, Rick.
Hey,
Am I
I
on?
got your letter, Snake.
Okay. Am I on? Can
Yeah,
you
you look good.
can you hear me though?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank
We
you.
can hear you.
Hey Barry, how'd you like Colorado?
It was too cold for me.
Yeah, it's cold up there. It was
Look,
that's
I
a good
look at-
indication.
It's here in New Orleans right now. It's in the 90s. Up there, it was 35 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, my goodness.
That's crazy.
35. Now in the afternoon, it got up to 65. But up there in the mountains, I was in Edwards, Colorado, which is
Yeah.
right outside of Vail. And 35 in the morning.
Oh, that sounds great.
You were going
Yeah, right. Just where you want to be, Rick. Huh?
You were going up
It
the
was
highway.
too cold for me.
You were
It's
going
about
up the
90 here
highway.
now, 90 or 91, something like that, every day. Pretty much, same old, yeah.
Hey Barry, you were going up the highway about a mile from my house.
Is that right?
Oh,
Yeah, I was traveling on the Interstate 70.
Not far.
oh. Sounds like nice weather up there, though. My goodness.
Oh,
Of course,
it's beautiful.
anything under 100 sounds good right now. So
What's the weather like where you are, Rick?
about 90, 91.
You got a breeze from the ocean?
A little bit. A lot more in Bay St. Louis than I was living there, of course, obviously. But it's
It was.
But
it
like
was
a couple of weeks ago, it was 100 to 103 every day. So these nice chilly 90s are it's wonderful.
It was really. That's how I feel. But do you live
Yeah.
close to the beach, Rick?
About I'm about 25 miles.
Well, that's not close. Okay.
Well, there's a beach. It's a private lake and with a beach on it here.
Uh-huh.
But I mean,
It's the golf. Didn't you lived in Bay St. Louis, right?
yeah, we were about a half a block from the beach there. It was great.
And where do you live now? You live
In just outside of Picayune,
in Picayune, Mississippi.
about 40 miles east of New Orleans, just right over the
I know.
state
I
line.
know Picayune, Mississippi.
Yeah.
I was driving through there one time years ago with this lady friend of mine in my little MGB zooming through the back hills, up and down. All of a sudden, in front of me was a police car. What the hell? So he pulled me over and said, "You were speeding." I'm thinking to myself, "How would you know I'm speeding? You're in front of me." But I didn't say anything. I said, "I was." "Oh yeah, you need to go pay your ticket." I said, "Well, how do I do that?" He said, "Well, you turn around. I'm going to follow you. And down the road, you see a little trailer sitting off the side of the road. You pull over that trailer, and the lady in there will give you your ticket." So I turned
Good
around
grief.
and I saw that little trailer. I pulled over and went inside. This lady was in there making pies, I swear. She says, "Oh, you were the guy who was speeding." I said, "Well, I guess." So you have to pay a ticket or you have to go in town and talk to the guy at the judge. I said, "No, I don't want that." I forgot what the ticket was. It wasn't that much, but it was cash only. Look, in those days, everybody carried cash. So
Yeah.
that was the
I'm not sure
craziest
what
thing.
cash is anymore. Everything's cashless now, just about it. seems
Yeah,
like.
I thought it was in a movie or something, you know?
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
were,
I live about 3 or 4 miles outside the city, but I mean, so it's private little development, private lake and everything. It's nice, but I mean, you know, I lived here once before years ago after I left
so
New
you live in a
Orleans.
private community?
Gated community, yeah.
Is it 55 or older or anything, or just a regular
No,
private? No,
just anybody.
just a gated area?
Yeah,
Are the
which
homes
means
newer there?
you get to pay a homeowner's dues to maintain the
Yeah.
clubhouse, the lake, and the down, all this kind of stuff. You know, the pool.
Yeah, is it a nice lake?
Yeah, it's a pretty big lake. Good bass fishing,
We've been
stuff like
fishing it,
that.
huh?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that makes it a lot easier then. It's not that far to
Yeah,
go.
I wanted to stay down in Bay St. Louis, but I mean, house prices there are just. I mean, a house for 900 square foot house on my block was selling for $250,000. 900 square foot house.
Jesus.
No,
That's
just
crazy.
a regular house.
Just working out Jesus' house, huh?
And when I left, there was another really nice house. You know what St. Stanislaus school was down in Bay St. Louis? Yeah, in Waveland. Well, it
Yeah.
was just about a block and a half off the beach. There was a house there, about 900 square feet. It was $450,000. So the prices have just gone berserk down there, and it's taken over. It's just become real touristy. When I met Sandra, there were just a few clubs and bars and things around
Right.
around on the beach and all this kind of stuff. They had the all this kind of stuff, but now it's
That's
just
crazy.
you've got restaurants and bars, and it's all real
Hi,
touristy.
boys.
Hey, Bill.
Get a little light on my
Hey,
face
Bill.
here. There we
Hey,
go.
Bill, I like your new office and everything. Did the girls leave already? Did your
Yeah,
secretaries leave?
I just bring them in by the twos, just like
Hey, keeping up your attitude. That's great.
Yes, no, I got rid of all my office gear, and the grandkids stay over a lot now, so
That's what you said.
my
Yeah.
office became a bedroom. And I squeezed one editing suite in with Bonnie's dad's office gear, so I can still do some editing, but all my other stuff's gone. Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Gave it away. Mostly my daughter and my son have it. They wanted to do some stuff, so
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Well,
Yeah.
you
I
do a
sort of
lot of
like
grandkids.
hanging around old stuff sometimes.
I am old
grandpa
stuff.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Play grandpa a lot.
Was that? Oh yeah.
You say grandpa a lot, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So-
Rick, you've been a grandpa for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, my oldest grandson. We're gonna see the Pelicans in about next month. He's 35.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Yeah, you beat me, Gabby. Gabby's just going to turn 21 next month. My oldest grandson,
The
daughter.
youngest one's 10, I think. No, 10. 10's the youngest one.
How old are you, Rick?
30?
Yeah.
No. 78. 78.
My new
78.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it? How'd you get to be 78?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm wondering how I actually made it.
Oh, it made it this far.
in November, I'm 86.
Wow.
Wow.
He's
Well,
86.
hope I'm still here.
I guess me and Tom are the babies then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 79.
Yeah, I'll be 72 in October.
This is
72. Bill, you can call us.
about how old we are. The hell's happened?
But
Yeah.
grandkids are good. I gotta have to.
We got pictures.
go-
We weren't old farts all the time,
Like I gotta go about a half an hour from now. I gotta leave and run pick up a grandkid in Slidell who's gonna come over tonight and actually stay for the weekend. They're out of school tomorrow, and I gotta keep
Yeah.
going.
Do you have Pelican season tickets, or you just go to some of the games?
No, actually, I transferred my. Sandra has I got 3 stepkids. Sandra's Russell. He's 46 now. I transferred all of it. I had 2 tickets. And I transferred them to him because he's a lot younger than I am, and I didn't want something to happen and them not be able to get the tickets if something happened to be. You know how it is with different last names. There's always questions and besides that, when they remodeled the dome, all my seats were gone, and so we found some much better seats on the 25-yard line, but they were substantially higher, and I couldn't really afford to pay him, and he has a good job. He said, yeah, he'll take them. So I they're in his name, but I go to all the games
Cool.
mostly anyway.
Yeah, boy.
But
Did- The Saints just played, didn't, when did they just play?
yeah,
They
played
played
Carolina
Sunday. The
Monday
Saints-
night.
2-0 for the first time in 10 years. So they're,
We played
take-
Carolina last Monday night. They got a pretty fair, great defense. Offense is a little hesitant. I mean, you're not really sure.
Well,
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, they got they get that quarterback out of LA
Yeah. He was with the Raiders.
Raiders, right? Oh, I
Carr,
like that
Gary-
picture.
Gary
There we
Carr.
go.
Great
Yeah.
picture.
That's a
Great
great
picture.
picture.
Yeah, that was from the 50th reunion.
Yeah.
And Roger, I don't know who the blonde-haired lady is in the picture with us.
That's John's wife.
That's Jackie.
John Murata's wife.
Jackie.
Okay.
Oh,
That's, that's Jackie Murata. Delightful
Okay.
girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice
Roger
person.
Bill.
She was a sweetheart, I tell you.
She was a darling. Really great girl,
Yeah,
Well,
she
I
used to
never-
come
I
in all
hadn't
the
met
time.
John Murata until the reunion. That was the first time meeting him or Pete, Peter, so.
Yeah,
That
she used
picture
to
looks
work-
like your father's mustache goes to the Zorro convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She used to work in the coat room in the New York club in the wintertime.
Yep.
She was great. She just liked being in there and with all the people. She's really, really nice.
She was from the New Orleans area, as I recall, because she spoke decent
Yes.
French.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
And I used to try to chat French with her. It was embarrassing but fun.
Yeah. Well, Cajun French isn't exactly real French, but
No.
but they can pass a conversation with the
Yeah.
pure French,
Well, neither is Canuck French, but it's all same. It's all the same thing with different words and different pronunciation.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. I was throwing that one in for the old timers there,
You bet.
which we all are,
Well, I was going to say, where are the young timers? I don't see any.
I'm glad you clarified that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My social security numbers too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two.
Oh boy. Well, Tom, you got something growing out of your head.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
That's like that plant that attacks people
Yeah.
That's my
on TV.
my daughter-in-law is a plant person, and
Yeah.
I'm at her condo.
I thought maybe somebody put chlorophyll in your Rogaine.
And needs
Oh,
some
Lord.
Rogaine.
Oh Lord.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
It's good.
Y'all still visiting with Henry out there, huh?
You got it. But Billy, thanks for
Uh-oh,
sending the
everybody
pictures,
froze,
but I'm having
except me.
trouble getting them to come up, so I don't know what I'm.
Say Mike Johnson.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm
Mike.
frozen.
All done.
Here we go.
So how was your trip to Colorado, Mr. Barry Foulon?
Well, it looked like your background.
Well, were you up in Vail?
Right outside of Vail, a town called Edwards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a beautiful area. It's just gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Cold. 35 degrees. I went from 95 to 35.
I loved it, man.
Well, it was 45 on my back stoop this morning at 7:00.
40.
Jesus,
Oh.
too cold.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see 45 here until like maybe February.
If we're lucky.
I got to ski at Vail in the early days when it was $6 or $7 a day. Now it's 100 or 150 or something like that. But that's a
Yeah.
gorgeous area, man.
Yeah, gorgeous. It is.
Is there any snow out there now on the mountains?
Only in the very high mountains, but not enough to ski on yet. And really high mountains above the ski areas, but their ski areas are going to be starting doing the snowmaking here in the next week or so.
Really? Wow.
Right now, the trees are starting to turn gold. That's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
The shakies. Yeah. The shaking aspens turn yellow.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. The aspens.
Aspens. It is beautiful up there.
Well, if you think Colorado is beautiful, come to Vermont.
Oh,
When it turns all red and gold, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Hmm.
In fact, I got so many damn trees in my backyard here. When they turn, I'll take a picture and send it to you. And so
please. That'd be nice.
it's really pretty here now.
Again,
Getting-
did that hurricane give you any bad weather?
No, it gave us some clouds. That's about it. Out on the coast of Massachusetts, which is 250 miles east of us, that was they got it bad out in Cape Cod.
Oh,
Then it finally landed on Maine because Maine sticks out the Atlantic, and it went out there and got Maine and Nova Scotia pretty bad.
Oh, hey, Tom, you had said that you were looking for pictures with Joan in it, and I'd found this one because I know you said that Joan likes to check in every now and then.
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
that's a good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I used in the invitation, I used the picture of her. She was, Joel and her were in it.
Who's the
Yeah.
trombone player?
Isn't that
Sonny
Sunny?
Helmer.
Is that
Sonny
Sonny?
Helmer. Yeah,
That's Sonny.
That's
Yeah.
sunny. Sure.
Sonny Helmer, absolutely.
That's a great shot.
that is.
Yeah.
I got a note from Joan yesterday that said that Danny Sullivan had died. If you may know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I did not hear
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, she was had been ill for quite a while, evidently, but I'm
Yeah,
not clear.
several years. She had had all kinds of problems and stomach operations and all kinds of things. And damn,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. She's a sweetheart.
Who
Shit.
got the message? Did she pass? When did she pass?
Just recently, it sounds
Oh,
like.
a couple of days ago. Very recent.
Oh, man.
Her husband died a couple of years ago, as I recall.
Yeah. He was a sweetheart, a really great guy.
They were great people. Yeah, I had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Because wasn't that Danny Sullivan in the background of that picture that Tom put on the front with the
That's
with
right.
Joan?
That's
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
I have another
Now,
picture somewhere, but I don't know if I could find it
Her
real
name
quick.
was Gundel.
That's right, Gunny. When she was in New York and going out with Vanacek, everybody thought her name was Gunny because her real name was Gundel.
Right?
Bob called her Gunny, and so we all did as well.
There's some really great pictures of her at all the Washboards concerts we did over the years.
Yeah, she was enthusiastic and really cute at it. It was fun.
We called her the Energizer Bunny on the Washboard Spasms.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah.
That fits.
So
Last
Bill,
time I saw
Bill, I
her-
just sent you some pictures from Roger.
Yeah.
You sent me some?
Yeah, I just forwarded because Roger sent them to me and I can't get them to come up on the screen.
Okay.
Ha, ha.
Let me see. I found this
That was
old
it. That was in Connecticut.
Yeah. Peter Reeves. Okay. Let me see if I can get them from my you sent them on email or text?
I just forwarded on email from Roger.
Okay. All right.
And then you just have to download them.
Okay. Let me
How come you can't get them up?
I've been having that problem lately.
That's what my girlfriend said before the bed broke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I'm using a different computer out in California and it sends me to the permissions and I can't figure out how to tell it to, it's okay, but that's
Well,
like.
being overtaken. Good land.
I don't see an email from you right now, Tom, but I'll check back.
Oh, it's out there in cyberspace somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
You must have sent it snail mail.
You
Who's
still
the
in
captain in
California, Tom?
cyberspace?
I couldn't.
Both of my kids live in California and I'm out my grandson had a birthday today and my youngest son had a birthday yesterday. And so I'm out here visiting them and it's great. Yeah. It's 70 degrees right now.
Oh, wow.
You in
That's
San
nice.
Francisco area?
Yeah. And I just took the ferry over I had lunch with them over in the Embarcadero and just took the ferry back to Oakland. And now I'm sitting in somebody else's condo. So life.
How nice is that, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Emily out
I
there?
can't get the pictures up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me check. Did you send that to my email, to my BB video, or did you send it to my Gmail account? I'll look in Gmail. Just a second. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's Gmail because
Okay. Yeah, because yeah, let me see. Okay. Now it's want me to verify that I'm me. I don't know why.
I get that too. It's irritating.
Yeah, it keeps like.
Yeah, well, I hadn't logged on Gmail on this computer in a while. Now it's wanting me to.
I'll send it to you on the other computer.
Yeah, it might be. Just send it on BB video. That'd be easier because for some reason it's wanting me to.
Give him a DNA sample.
That's my,
Yeah,
my,
yeah,
my computer says, we don't recognize this computer.
Okay,
Your-
did that
your own
that
computers.
should be coming through pretty soon. It takes a while to get from California to
It's getting
Louisiana.
kind of personal now. Didn't want DNA, they wanted a sperm specimen.
Hey, Tom, you ever get up to Sonoma?
Yeah, I've been up there. I haven't been up there lately, but
There's right in the center of town by the courthouse and everything in the square. There's a small hotel and a great restaurant, the Swiss Hotel.
okay.
It's absolutely incredible. You can sit out on you got a few tables out on the sidewalk. You can sit out on there on a nice afternoon or evening and have some drinks and dinner. And there's a great little hole in the wall bar on the side street from there called the Town Square Pub. No food, but it's a great place to go and drink. And everybody in those places knew Babcock real well.
Okay, so it's
I
in
wanna stay away.
Sonoma,
Yeah, in Sonoma, the Swiss Hotel,
Swiss Hotel.
Town Square Pub. And if you like wines and olive oil and stuff, the Jacuzzi Winery and Olive Press is a great place.
And they all knew Peter Babcock.
They, yeah,
Lucky that.
Babcock was infamous in that town, to say the least.
He drove wine tours.
That's right.
He was known as the birthday anniversary wedding singer in Sonoma for years.
Okay, I'll be up there tomorrow. I think we're going up to, or Saturday we're going up to Napa or something. It's funny because my son's a big wine drinker, he and his wife, and my other son said, "You took your parents to a wine tasting. Your father, the beer drinker, and your mother doesn't drink." And he goes, we went to one of these fancy winery things, and they brought out all these, cheeses and pieces of meat.
Yeah.
So I take the first wine, take a taste, take a taste of the meat. Okay, I'm just a run from St. Louis, and here's a bunch of meat in front of me, and like I reach in to grab some more, and all the ladies go, "No," and I go, "Okay." So then I drop it, and they go, "No, you touched it." I go, "Okay, whatever."
What, did you find any Ripple wine that you liked?
The wine was good. Yeah, it was fine, but
Yeah.
Little well-aged Thunderbird, maybe.
Thunderbird. That's the word.
Okay, let's
well,
see.
I did
vine.
this video at a winery in Virginia, and it was like a 4 or 5 day of. I shot all this stuff, and then the owner was coming from Italy, and I had to be there on a Tuesday. And the guy said, "Can you be?" It was like 100 miles outside of DC. He goes, "Can you be here Tuesday?" And I go, "Well, I gotta have a shoot in the morning, so I can be there by 1:00." He goes, "All right, we'll have lunch." And I felt like saying, "Hey, we got a lot to do," but I knew that when he said we'll have lunch. So I got there. The lady who owned the winery, this very rich woman, is cooking lunch. They're barbecuing and all this stuff. And 4:00, we finally finished.
Oh my goodness.
So then they sent me out to, they wanted to shoot him with the background of the grapes and stuff. So I go out to the Cabernet Sauvignon grapes, and I'm setting up, and I'm waiting for him, and I'm just taking mouthful of these grapes and crushing them, and I was already drunk. So I get home that night after driving all the way and stuff, and I look at the footage trying to make sure that it's in focus, because I was not in very good focus, but it was great.
Nice.
Here's one of Roger's pictures here.
Yeah, that's Sonny Helmer there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
What's that the guy playing a washboard? What's his name?
Oh, I see the washboard player right underneath the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the banjo player's from France.
Michel Lavignac. I remember him well. Taught the kid everything he knows.
Well, that's in Denver.
That's what it says.
That's
Larimer
in Denver.
Square on it. Yeah.
That's a Denver club.
I don't remember them. How do you say?
Our mustaches were 25 cents. They must have had cheaper mustaches there.
that could be, if that's Denver, that could be Bill Clark on tuba.
Yeah.
That's where the Friday afternoon club started, was in Denver.
Yeah, boy, were those crazy.
That turned out to be an insane thing to do.
Yeah. This
Okay.
picture was taken before I started working there in 1970 because I had heard a lot about Sonny Helmer, and he was
Uh-huh.
already long gone by the time I got there, and that was March of 1970.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was
Yeah,
this
I
at,
remember when Kent and I stayed out in Denver for a week. We a couple
Yeah.
of weeks. We did a Friday afternoon club. We worked it with you. It was fun.
Complete
looks like he had
insanity.
a, looks like he had a fairly flat head.
Yeah.
You see how he has all the foam at the top, stirring the beer up. Then he takes the beer, the pitcher, and chugs the beer down.
Oh,
Goodness. Whoa.
And then he stands on one leg and plays the trombone with his other foot.
I saw a picture of somebody playing the
Yeah.
trombone with his toes. So that was where it was the
Used to do
same
that
guy.
too.
Okay.
Have any of you ever read his book?
I did.
Yeah, I
read
did.
it.
It's kind of funny. I just found it again, going through stuff I'm getting rid of, but that's not something I'm going to get rid of. But I might have to read that again.
Everything happens to me.
Yeah,
What was like one of the stories you talked about?
Well, he talked a lot about the mustache, but then he talked a lot about Disney, and he talked about Phil Napoleon's band. You know, a lot of stories about being on the road, that kind of stuff.
I met him at the Punta Gorda Banjo Bash. I had heard about him for 50 years and I'd never met him before. And I was surprised because all the pictures I'd seen of him, he was like huge, real tall, real big. And at Punta Gorda, he had shrunken down pretty good, but he was funny and charismatic and just a great guy to be around.
Yeah, we sat at a table. You and I sat at a table with him for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was playing a little cornet. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Pocket trumpet.
Hey, Tom, didn't Kent work up in Vail at the Holiday Inn?
He worked. No, he worked at Houlihan's.
No, I mean, not besides New Orleans. I thought he was up in Vail working at a
Yeah, no,
hotel.
it was a Houlihan's in. I think it was a Houlihan's.
in
Kent?
Vail.
No, it wasn't Vail. It was God. Where does he live now?
Who are you
Pretty
talking
certain.
about?
When,
Kent.
Kent,
Mike, when Kent came to Colorado to work.
He came to Colorado in 77 to open a Houlihan's.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He got that open, was with them for a couple of years, then went on and did a lot of other stuff. And he lives in Arvada, Colorado. And I keep meaning to call him and talk to him, say hi, but I just space it out.
I did not too long ago.
What?
I talked to him, a few months ago.
there he is.
Great job.
I talk to him every once in a while because his wife is doing better because she had Alzheimer's, and that's good.
I was wondering about how Kathy's doing. Thank you.
The last time I talked to him, she was doing much better, and he was really happy because he had become an Uber driver so that he could have a rotating schedule that he could take care of her.
Yeah.
That was when I saw Tom and Kent right there walking into the bar while y'all were playing at the 50th. That's the first time I had seen Tom and Kent in God, more than 20 years, huh, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
30.
Yeah. Funny thing is how you can just pick up where you left off, like you hadn't even missed a beat, you know? Yeah. Anyway, no, I was trying to pull up a couple of Rogers. Let's see if I can get back to that one.
Well, I found you sent me a bunch of, and there was a great one of Roger, but I can't get it to come up. But it's
Tom.
Roger R5 JPEG.
Okay. I mean,
That's a famous one there.
Yeah.
Danny Thomas.
All right.
Right.
With Banu Christine, Bob Adams. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Who's the guy in the striped swimsuit?
Corey.
He's a banjo player.
I think it was Corey Hoyt is his name.
Oh.
Good for you. I couldn't come up with that.
I can't remember the tuba player with glasses. What's his name?
Don't know.
Yeah. That's a great shot, though. That was the old show band days, I know. Yeah.
I remember having to wear those knickers.
You should still wear them. They'd look good on you.
Anything looks good on me. I mean, shit.
They'd keep you warmer when you're in Colorado.
Good old LaRue.
LaRue.
Yeah.
He's wearing
He
our,
was
that
assistant manager when I
Savage
started.
sign we made out in front of the mustache.
Yeah.
Is that Billy's high school picture?
No,
That's
that's
LaRue.
LaRue Cole.
That's LaRue Cole.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's LaRue? No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
He owned a bunch of Kentucky Fried Chicken franchises.
And that was before he
Right.
owned the Kentucky Fried Chicken
Oh,
franchise.
yeah. It was the
Yeah.
where the
Got a
sandwich
little bigger after that.
giving out
And
free
we walk
passes.
down the street, waiters, I think if you were second waiter or whatever, you could, or last waiter or whatever, they would give you the option while the band was playing, if you weren't on yet, to go down the street and give out free admission passes with the sandwich board. And anybody that came in with one of the stickers you gave, you got a quarter. So you go down the street, you make a few bucks, before you got on work, so.
Hey,
That
Paul
ain't-
got you a soda at that time.
Yeah.
He must have done well for himself because he'd come into Fritzl's maybe every 2 months. He'd come up and sing Minnie the Mermaid and drop 100 in the tip jar. So
Wow.
the band loved him. The band,
Yeah.
Barry, when's your friend LaRue coming in?
He
Yeah.
must have
He
made
was
a ton because
involved in
I was
Mardi Gras also.
I was recording for the Crew of Orpheus for many years, and he got a whole float for his
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken employees to ride in
Wow.
that parade,
Yeah.
and that was cheap, and he would. I got a lot of shots of him and his crew cutting up. I made them do the chicken dance since they were working for Kentucky Fried Chicken, but anyway,
Last time I saw LaRue was at Fred Hendrix's.
Hey, it's
memorial
Ira.
service.
is
Hey
Ira.
guys,
Yeah.
Hey, Ira.
hi everybody. Who
So-
was that guy? What's his name?
That
That's
was
LaRue
LaRue
Cole.
Cole.
Who?
LaRue Cole.
Okay,
He was an
just
assistant.
New Orleans club, right?
New Orleans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was an assistant manager there when I was there.
Good guy.
Let's see. And he had what else Rogers sent me here. Well, it's the same picture we had on the invitation. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Let me
Go.
share this. There. But this also has a little piece of is Joan, and you said that the lady behind Joel passed away.
Yeah, it's Danny
Right.
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Right.
Daddy's over on on the right.
It's Babcock right behind Joel.
Yeah, that's the one I used for the invitation this week.
Right. Yeah. Well, Roger sent that one to me too. So I was just putting that up too. Yeah, let's see. And just flicking through stuff here. Yeah. Okay, here's some. I think we showed this maybe a week ago, but it's worth showing again.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yeah.
2 hours.
I spoke to actually Dave Hunt this week, asked him to join the meetings. He said he'll try.
Yeah. What were y'all singing there, Ira?
I don't know what the hell we were doing. Probably Minnie the Mermaid, maybe. It's Dave, Wayne Wood, Ira Gutman, and me.
Ira, you look like Al Pacino.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's the side bar because I see the projector.
The Jewish Al Pacino.
50 years ago, probably.
God, right.
50 years.
Where did the years go?
50. Doesn't seem possible.
Yeah. Yes, a couple more youngsters.
Oh, my.
Oh, that picture we've
Oh,
seen a
my
lot.
goodness.
That's,
Roger and Fred.
yep.
Damn.
That looks like cat
Who's
shit.
the,
Going
not
up.
that I would know him, who's the waiter standing up there?
That was before my time. I don't know.
He was just a doorman. Fred and I were just talking.
Uh,
All the girls walking down the street.
Yeah, I used to like the derbies, but they didn't fit me very well. I used to have, yeah, the derbies.
Kirby's didn't sell that well, not in New York.
No, we just tried them out for a while.
Yeah.
Wear one working bar sometime.
Now, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is back to the same group that looked like they were kissing Danny Thomas here. This is an old one from
Oh, yeah. Bob, Christine,
Yeah.
no? Is that Hoyt Corey on the left
Yes.
and McLaren?
Not
No,
McLaren.
no, that's not McLaren.
Who is that?
Does Bob Balkins ring a bell?
Yeah,
no.
he was Chicago.
I might have captioned it. Let me see if I have any names on the picture here. Let's see.
That's
Wait,
Guys, I'm gonna have to run, go pick up my granddaughter.
Okay, Rick, thanks for
See you
stopping.
next week.
Hey, Rick, see you next week.
right, Rick.
Okay, Rick.
Next week,
Take care.
Tell Sandra hi.
Or do.
go fishing.
Yeah. It's kind of hard for me to tell what the let me see if I see what the names are.
Well, we just need the tuba player's name.
Christine, Dan Howard.
That's
Hoyt
it,
Corey.
Dan Howard.
Danny Howard, sure.
Yeah.
Was he from New York, Barry? I don't remember the name.
He's from Boston. He's from Boston.
Yeah,
Oh, Boston, okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, I had let me get out of here. Okay. All right. Now I just had I had captioned a picture when I knew who it was. So it's yeah. Let me see here. You can or here's one of Ira's personal favorite pictures here. Let's see if I can get that up there.
Oh, wow. Little Julie Rubio.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been coming to lunch with us every month when we have our little theater group that gets together.
Really?
We meet once a month. Danny and she will come, and some friends, Ginger, that did some shows with me, and Bob and Ed. There was just a few people that I used to do shows back in the 90s. And so
Mother
we
went to one of them, isn't that right, Billy?
was that.
My mother went to one of them.
Oh, yeah. Your mother went to one of the meets too. Yeah, Barry brought her, and then she had fallen and hurt, broke.
Broke her arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when I was in New Orleans last time, we just couldn't hook up. She was busy or something. I haven't seen her in over 50 years.
I saw her a couple of months ago.
Mhm.
She
Yeah,
probably
she's-
looks good.
Yeah, but she's been coming to the meet. So I didn't know her beforehand, but I got she was stopped doing shows with this group years before I moved back from Texas. But
Mhm.
she likes to hook up with everybody every now and then.
And the
Well,
lady at the bottom of the screen to the right, that's Jane Rubio. That's Julie and Danny's mother.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Really? That's his mother on the bottom right?
Yep.
Wow.
I did
Danny
not
and
know that.
Julie's mother.
Makes you want to break into a song.
Joe Terra.
Yeah,
Where was that? New York or Wildwood?
I think it was New York, Bar. I think it was New York.
Yeah, let's see.
I didn't know Julie came to Wildwood.
He did.
Really?
See, well, this is something Roger sent me also. Remember, I have a couple of these I found in my
Oh, yeah.
archives
I have that.
attic.
I got one of those.
Yep.
I also have a Shaky songbook.
Really? Shakey's Pizza?
Yeah,
They probably just changed the cover.
probably.
He
Bring up
didn't
the
get his
phone.
name on there, huh? On the front.
I don't see his name.
No, probably inside though. I'll
Is it?
take a look.
Yeah, I've got one somewhere, but not handy. So
Yeah, I got one put away somewhere. Oh,
Me as well.
let's see here. I need to get to another place. Advanced view. Okay, y'all talk for a little bit. I'm just looking for some more stuff to put up. You know.
Mike, how's the weather out in Colorado?
Well, it's been real nice the last few days. It's
About 80.
starting to cool off a little bit, but nice, pleasant weather. And I'm looking out a window right now, blue skies with some fluffy clouds, and it's pretty good. I'm not ready for snow yet, but what the hell, it's gonna happen.
It's been around the 80. But it drops pretty drastically at night.
Yeah, this was this is a video. This is from the last reunion we just did in Connecticut. Just the very opening part of the show. So I mean, look at a little video for a change here.
Welcome to our 60th reunion, held at a bar called The Bar in New Haven, Connecticut. Ain't it great? We're still alive.
Class act.
That's good.
All the way. Class act.
Simply amazing, amazingly simple.
Were
Did
you
the
all
sound
singing
come-
along?
did the sound come through on that okay?
Who is that on trombone?
That was a
Tom
guy
Boat.
from the Galvanized Jazz Band, I think.
Tom
Right.
Boats. Tom Boats. He was a high school director at Guilford High School. Band director. Very talented guy. Writes and does all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I remember because Danny, during all the other things that we did at the hotel and all, he had to play all the brass just on his tuba. He would do all the trombone parts.
Yeah.
Right.
Parts. It about wore his face out. Did the sound come through on that? I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure.
this came
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Loud and clear.
Couldn't you hear us singing?
Oh, it was wonderful. It brings tears to
There was
your
a Vienna sausage choir.
Oh.
I'm still not satisfied.
My, oh my.
What a difference 50 years makes, huh? Or 60, however many it was.
What a difference. That's it.
Yeah, I remember Joel was
So-
talking
so
about
there's-
another.
So this past week I was at a reunion with all the Dominican girls.
Oh, wow.
Colorado, they all went to Dominican and would come in. So it was fun hearing their conversation about coming to the mustache every week.
whoops.
Yeah. But the deal is that was 50 years ago too, you know?
Hey, did you bring your banjo to Colorado, Barry?
I did not, but
Oh.
we went to a bar and they had a musician up there, piano player, and they said, "Get up and sing one, Barry." I said, "Nah." But they had a bunch of Louisiana tables in there for some reason. They had 3 or 4 tables of Louisiana. So I got up and sang Jambalaya. And if I have to say so myself, I tore the house down.
Great. Hey,
Good for
was
you.
Danny there?
Good for you.
No. Danny
No.
went there, but I sang Jambalaya. And the guy playing piano, a great musician, but he never heard the song Jambalaya. Can you
Oh
believe
my
it?
goodness.
I said, look, it's 2 chords, a C and a
A
G7.
young guy.
I said, I'm gonna put 1 finger out, and that's when you play a C. I'm gonna put 5 out when you play a G7. Just watch my hand, and that's how it went.
That's how you got through the song?
Yeah,
Well, that's great. That's a great story.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I should have known better by the Beatles is kind of like that too. The same 2 chords over and over. Back when I used to play guitar, it was like, anyway. So, and what's happened to Chris? I haven't seen him since we've been back. Chris Fenimore.
He was here the first weekend, the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, but he missed last weekend because I missed it too. I missed last Thursday. But Chris wasn't there last Thursday?
I missed last Thursday. I was traveling, so it
Yeah.
wasn't a dull session hour.
No, I missed the first one because I'm doing grandkids stuff right now. But yeah, maybe I'll get a little break from it for a while, but probably not.
First one, the first one, Chris was there, I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's hard
Yes,
to
he was.
remember. I
Chris
think
was
he-
there 2 weeks ago. I
Yeah.
remember seeing.
yeah. But it's still summer, so he might be. So,
still summer where you are, maybe, but not
Well.
here.
sort of. The end of summer.
Yes, it's a lovely end of summer. It's a late summer, early fall is a delightful time.
Yeah, one more clip if y'all want to watch something. Let's see. This was from the 50th reunion. See if I can
Oh, that's
find it.
Carnegie.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
Carnegie, but this was upstairs at when the band was playing upstairs, not at the Carnegie Hall. Let's see if I can get this up here. It's not long. Yeah.
It's really funny when you get Neil and Craig in the same lineup because they're both type A personalities and they will try to play over one another. And it's
Yeah.
wonderful. It's wonderful to hear.
Yeah. Neil really stands out in there. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Well, Neil is there to tell you what Neil can do. You know, he does it. He does it. Oh,
That
he's
was
a
my
dear
favorite
sweet
part
guy.
of the 50th reunion.
Guy,
Yep.
but he does it. He's a dear sweet guy, but he does have the.
Hey, Bill, are any of those on YouTube?
I sent everything to Chris Fenimore. Everything that I have is put it on a Google Drive, so he can put them up. I don't have access to his. I don't know his password to put them up myself, but
Okay.
Go
I have
to
sent.
his Facebook page. It's called Your Father's Mustache, and you got all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's on
But,
Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know which ones he put up or which ones he didn't, but I sent him a link to everything that I have, you know, my little clips and all, and pictures. So, yeah, which is getting to be more and more every week. It seems like we get more stuff, you know, so anyway.
Yeah, and every week, the Zoom is put up the next week. So you can see it again if you want to.
Oh,
Yeah,
golly.
just, oh, golly.
Like 35 people a week view that. So
Yeah.
Do they really? That's kind of fun. That's actually kind of fun to know.
Well, probably some people that can't attend the meeting.
Makes
Like I have
sense.
Joan watches each week. And I get notes every once in a while from people that, you know, that they don't have time to show up, but they watch it.
John McClernand probably watches it each week.
We have not been getting.
'Cause if I make a
critiques
mistake,
from
John
lately.
lets me know.
Yeah. No, that's what I said. I haven't gotten any critiques from John lately because sometimes if we're stumbling on a picture, who is that or who is that? We
Right.
get this email that was
I haven't
taken.
heard from him for a long
This is
time
the-
either.
That person that was on the left here used to do this, that, and the other thing, and it'd be like a whole history of everything.
Right.
Oh, that's helpful. That's helpful.
Yeah. So,
All
but
those pictures that I send in, they're on a Facebook page also.
oh,
The
okay,
Father's Mustache
okay.
Nightclubs.
okay.
Of
The
what?
Father's Mustache Nightclubs by Roger Kinnaman. So they're you can go back deep and has pictures from the 65 forward.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of them. In fact, I've kind of marauded other people's Facebook pages and swiped stuff and put it on our stuff too. So I may have some of your stuff already.
Are you lifting things?
It's just
All you
that when
gotta
we
do is-
take them
all
off
you
of
gotta do is
Facebook, they're so
you just
small.
display it and say save it as, and you put it in a folder on your own computer. So it's kind of like,
Right.
and somebody puts on
Nothing's
Facebook,
sacred anymore.
I said anything that's out there on Facebook is pretty much fair game for anybody who knows how to save them.
Yeah.
Just don't try to sell them.
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
really.
yeah, there's a big market for it, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
But no, I enjoy getting with you guys every week. You know, I've kind of got a situation where I'm kind of first up with the grandkids and to get out of school at 3:45, and I have to usually go get them. But today somebody else is going to get them, so I was here earlier. But
Well,
because when I go get them, I also got to deliver them somewhere, so I sometimes can't get back here.
Well, I'll be home next week, so I can work it out of the house.
Yeah. So
Well, so we're on for next week. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we got to talk about the 61st reunion.
that's right.
Yeah,
In
right.
New Orleans, right? It's in
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
New Orleans is the best place for it, I think.
You keep saying that. I think you want to go back to New Orleans.
Well,
love to go.
It won't be a problem having a trombone player there, I'm sure.
I don't
I would
know.
guess not. You know, but maybe we can get Barry to pick up his banjo one more time.
Barry's retired.
I know. He's still got fingers and a banjo. So. I guess
Well, you
we'll-
guys, it's been great to see you again this week. I'll see you next week.
Okay,
Okay.
Mike.
Okay, Mike,
Okay, Mike.
take care of yourself.
I'm gonna sign
Yes.
off.
It's
You're
the
out on a
witching.
good week.
It's the witching hour, dinner time here, and I'm the cook, so I gotta go.
All right, guys. Billy
Okay,
and
so
Tom,
all-
thank
See
you.
y'all.
All right, see
Next
you
week.
later.
Roger,
Take
see
care,
you
guys.
later.
Take care, guys.
All right, all right.
Nice seeing you.
Have
Bye-bye.
a great
What do
week.
I have